Degree.
Yep, give it a shot. See if you get out to that tee. Good. Yep. Do you want the good news, Amos?
Yes.
Look,
Whoa.
the bad news is the tee is still there. But take a look, right? So we moved you. So this helps me a lot. So that was this one right here.
Right.
So you went from an inch to a half inch. I thought your arms were wonderfully extended there. So we're going to give you a club that's a half inch longer. It's in. So right now you need a club an inch longer, but you'll learn to play into a half inch longer. This is a good club for you because it has a lot of weighting on the outside, but it's not a jumbo club like the Callaway Big Bertha. This is the perfect mix for you. And you can tell you've been hitting it just wonderfully.
Right. Because with the Callaway 5, I don't like it.
Yeah.
very much.
Well, you didn't hit the thing.
Two
Yeah. I just gave you, in my opinion, the best Callaway club ever made, the Apex DCB, and you didn't hit it well. It just, you might, eventually you would, but we look for things that are natural.
Right.
They're all good clubs, right? I gave you 4 different clubs in the same class, you hit this one the best.
Yes.
It's also a very good price too, which isn't bad. So it's not that expensive. So relatively speaking, it's, when you set a whole set, you'll be able to stay with
But
Mizuno.
how come I can hit here and hit there? I'm focusing on the ball.
Well, but I want you to focus on the tee.
Okay, now you want that I'll focus here on the tee?
Yeah, but you got to line up for the ball though. That's it, right. Now, can you hit the tee?
But you moved it.
You got better.
Yeah. You
So,
moved it.
so this is the. Remember, I said earlier today that we weren't going to work on your arm extension.
Yeah.
Well, you did so well in the lesson, but it explains why all of your shots are on the outer half of the club. And for the record, you're standing the right distance from the ball. It's not like you're too far from the ball.
Yeah.
This is proving our theory that we saw on video that you don't have the best arm extension. I tell you what, we're gonna have. I'm gonna show you something. Come on over here, please. Just come on over. I'll take the club. I'm gonna have you record my swing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so just when you're ready, just hit the record button. Okay, I'll make sure I hit the tee. So tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, hit the record button.
Yes.
Okay. So why did I hit the tee and you did not? We're going to look and find out. All right. So let's take a look. Here, we'll show everybody. Click here, videos. Let's look at your last swing. All right. Good. You can see the difference in the arms. Okay. See the left arm? Yours? Mine? Same position. Look at your backswing though.
Right.
Other than that, that's a great position. You've stopped all of that extra movement. Congratulations. That was worth your trip to America just for that.
Right.
Now, you're going to see, you're doing a good job of the weight chip, see? There's the weight chip, see? So very good in both cases. Boom. But look at the arms versus look at my arm.
Yeah, right.
See? That takes time. So we're going to give you a fitting that's halfway between where you are now and where you'll be in the future. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because if we go too long with the club and you get your arms extended, now you have a heavier club, then you'll just go, it won't work. So we want to give you something you can play now, but you can also go into. So normally I wouldn't fit somebody our height with half-inch long, but that's the right fit. Next thing we got to do is we got to get a reading on the bottom of the club. By listening so far, I'm going to guess that you are not standard. This is what we don't like about TaylorMade. They can't fix this. They won't sell you a club. I need a piece of tape. Hang on. I'm going to put tape on the bottom. Here it is. On the bottom of the club. And if I were a betting man, you will not be in the middle of the bottom. By listening, we'll find out where you are. Okay, so here we go. So now you're going to hit the board. Take your normal swing, and away we go. Excellent. Let's take a look. The simulator won't read, but let's see where the mark is. So you're way off center. Okay, so that's good news for your new equipment. There's no extra charge for this one, but we can bend Callaway won't do it, TaylorMade won't do it. Some Callaway products will. Let's try it again. So I could tell by the sound that you were making today that when you were hitting the ground, the club was not flush to the ground. Excellent. And one more, please. The golf simulator does not like the board, but we need to do it. Yep. Incredible. One of your best swings today. By the way, this is what you want. Okay? You see how it's fatter over here and then thinner? That's because you're over here. This was your actual one, this one right here. See, it's fat is you're hitting the toe into the ground. So that's good news, and that we can adjust it. Okay? Very nice. So I have your entire fitting, so that was easy.
And what about the driver?
Well, we're going to stay with the same brand, and that it's sitting right here, Mizuno.
But you want to see how it hits the driver?
Well, I can, but you've already been fed.
Yeah.
Here's what we know: 10.5 degrees is going to be your driver, and a men's regular flex, completely standard shaft.
And the teeth are the one that I show you. The
That's
the
fine.
10.5. That's
You can use whatever tea
the
you want.
orange one. You know, the higher.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, our fittings are done based on the iron. It's a very rare occasion will somebody have different specifications.
So now we finish the fitting. Now we are continuing the lesson.
Sure.
All right. You give me all the tips that you
Well, we're going to watch you hit a driver then. But here we go. You've got your lesson. So you have to do, what are the two words on the downswing in English? Shift,
shift.
extend.
Yeah.
That's all. You've already succeeded in keeping your head steady. So you got the backswing lesson. Yeah? Good. When you hit the ground, it's because your body goes down
Right.
and not towards the target. We say dip. You don't want to dip.
Right.
You transfer your weight prevents the dip. And remember, having a different angle on the bottom will make it a lot better.
Yes.
When you make a mistake in the future,
I feel it.
yep, good. Same thing.
Same thing. I feel it that it's not the perfect one. I know that I can do it much better.
I advise more practice swings with no balls. So take a practice swing. Yep. So you feel good. Good. Full transfer. Nope. Did not shift your weight. Remember to look at the target when you're done. See, there you go. You've hit a lot of balls today. It's hard to stay repetitive. Excellent. I don't want to hear as much ground. Do it again. Less ground. Good. Okay. Bring your feet a little closer together, please. So bring your feet in a little. Nope. Not shifting. And transfer. Better. Stop. Yep. Right. Stop at the top of your backswing for me. Good. Start your downswing. There you go. Every time, right? See? So that's been inconsistent in the last few minutes. Good? Yes.
But I don't want to divide it to two parts.
Right.
It should be one shot.
Yep. Right. It's two. It's hard. Well, we have here.
It's very interesting. You change everything that I know.
Yeah.
What it is.
Lesson. Hold this up here, about up. There you go. Take some swings. Yeah, take some swings.
Like this?
Yeah, go ahead and swing. Good. Shift your weight. All the way to the finish.
Okay.
It's called the whip. It should whip you to the finish. Ready? Good. Left arm. There you go. So I want you to make it all one move, just like you said. Shift. There you go. Yep. And shift. Hold your finish. 3 seconds. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. See, that's all one move. It's exactly what you said. That's excellent. Good balance and athleticism there. There you go. Now do it with this club. No ball. See, that was exactly what you said.
Yeah.
All one move. That's why I gave you the weighted club. This helps you get around. Now try it without the aid of this club, just your normal swing. This is definitely the lesson part. All the way to the finish. Oh, is that nice? See? What is your name? Annette. You should judge 1 to 10. We'll give that one a 6. Let's see a 10. 10 being the best. Ready? Oh yeah, ready? Smooth. Which one wins the dance competition? Feet closer together. Every few swings your feet get too wide. Better. Ready? Here's smooth. Watch me. See, I want shift. See? Here. Smooth. 1. Better. There you go. That's it. Excellent. See, you're letting your head come up when the ball's not there, you're free, right? In English, we have a term for this. We say that you're ball bound.
Oh.
That you're bound to the ball when it's there.
Right.
And you're trying to hit the ball. Instead there, you were swinging the club. You with me? You need to learn the timing to let the club come through. And to swing the club instead of hit the ball.
Right.
Okay? I give you credit for following that in our language. That's an important subject.
So I go too much out.
Much better. See? And your best serve doing this slow. So my recommendation for you to practice in the future
Slow.
is full swing, slow, all the way back with your head still, all the way to the finish. So we've already seen you get your 130 meters, right? We don't need to see that again. Here you go. A nice slow weight transfer. That's so good. See that? Isn't that wins? See, you can tell. You don't have to be a golfer. Wasn't that smoother in it? Nice and
Right.
smooth and balance and rhythm.
Okay.
So to
Because
learn,
then you transfer
yeah,
the power
later,
from the hands to the body,
other way around.
and not to hit from the hands, but to hit it from the swing of the body,
That's correct.
of
Right?
the belly.
Yeah. Watch. Let me show you something. Ready? So I'm not very tall. Very close. When I swing, my energy comes entirely. Look, I won't even use my hands. It'll be off. Look at my right hand.
Yeah.
Nothing. My energy comes from the lower body.
Right.
You see how I can hold my balance all day long. So I had no hand. I didn't even have my right hand on the club.
Right.
You could see that fluid motion from a golf professional that leads to the yardage.
It's like if you want to hit something, you don't hit like
That's
this,
correct.
You hit like this.
Oh, yeah.
But what I say that you have to hold the grip like a bird.
Yeah.
That you want to keep her in your hands, but to let her to go.
Right. Except there's one exception though.
What?
1, 2, 3 has to be more. You're not going to get the arm extension. So these three fingers, a little more pressure. But the other part of that is absolutely correct. But you're not practicing your own advice sometimes. Sometimes it's too much. All right. So that was wonderful. So by doing slow, you'll be good. Good. I love it. It's very smooth and all the way. Don't stop.
Yeah.
All the way to the finish. All right, one more. We'll try a driver. See how you do. So to review,
You unbelievable teacher. Unbelievable.
to all the students. Here we go. Keep your head still. And all the way to the finish. So much fun. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Smooth. You have a good club. You're swinging properly. That's how you practice. We've already seen the power. So we don't need to see that. You
No,
you
We
play.
don't need the power.
As time goes on, you'll get more leg drive and you'll be a little faster, and that's it. You've got plenty of club head speed. That's not the issue. The issue is about building a swing that'll be good 10 years from now, as it is right now.
Can you believe that I play a year and a half?
No, it's one. You're doing great. Well, to be honest, yes. When you came in today, you had a new swing, but now I wouldn't believe it. Now you look like a seasoned veteran. So when you came in today,
It's because of
yeah. Well, here's the thing. When you came in today, you were like this. So no, so
Right.
that's a new swing. You're not using video all the time.
Right.
Your head was moving. You had some good things in your swing, but your head was moving and your arms were flexed.
Right.
Now your head's steady, your arms are back, and for the first time,
Right.
so you've never been able to, if you're over here, how am I going to shift my weight over here?
Right.
And that's going to be, you tried. I give you credit, you were trying to get back, but you really can't do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But you teach me to dance
Yeah.
after so many years that I'm married.
there you go. That's the best
Maybe
part.
Anat will want to dance with me.
That's the best part. Thank you. See?
Right. So,
Yeah. See, this is very repetitive. I love it. Okay. See if you can get your hips off even more, all the way.
yeah.
Again, the best thing is to really pick a target when you practice that's on the left side. So earlier we picked this tree over here. You want to be looking over here when you're done.
Yes.
It's the opposite of keeping your head down. So you want to get the hips to rotate more all the way around. Excellent. See? And now that's great speed for half speed, right? The ball jumped off your club.
Right.
Okay. So let's try the
To turn
yes.
head a little bit and
And the shoulder in.
the shoulder.
So you know this stuff. That'll be your experience. But think about your backswing issue of going too far this way. Do I want my foot like this? No, I want to keep it resisted.
Okay.
You don't want to, unless you have a bad ankle or bad knee or bad hip. Yeah,
And
then,
what I imagine that I'm throwing a stone on a river, like this, not like this.
good. But you're using the wrong hand. Do not, if you think I'm a good golf pro, don't ever talk to me about your right hand again. Okay, I want the left arm to do the work.
Left.
You get too much right hand as it is.
From
You're-
here.
Yeah, but what you're saying is correct. Good. You should be focusing more on the left side of your body. Yep. See, now your arms pulled in. You had the perfect example. You had the lack of arm extension there. Stretch out that left arm. Thank you. What a difference. See? So the first one,
Yeah.
we call that. So what animal is known for having really American animal down south known for having really short arms? Crawls on the ground. Big mouth.
Kangaroo.
Good. That would be work. Kangaroo. But we're gonna go with an alligator. We call you alligator arms.
Okay.
You know how that expression comes when somebody comes when there's a bunch of people having dinner together and the bill comes
Yeah.
and somebody says alligator arms. Whoever has their arms on the table last has to pay for the bill. I don't want the check. So little American. But yeah, so you obviously we're back to the arm extension,
Yeah.
right? So that was one of our big themes today. That hit that T. Remember I put the T that was farther away. Good. Excellent. Very nice swing. See, good balance finish. Really well done. Okay, try it again. So you're going to benefit by having the lightweight shaft. There are lighter ones yet. That's not even the lightest. But based on your ball speed, I chose the right shaft.
Now it's not on the right place.
It is, yeah.
It's okay.
Takes time. Right foot wider. Move your right foot. Separate wider. Okay, good. Good, good. Good. You just have poor contact. So that's hitting the ground again. So it went straight up. So the driver is going to take time just to get the center hit.
Right. But
So-
I feel that it's very good driver.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you're
feel
gonna love it. You got listen. You get one of the best brands in the United, anywhere. Good. There you go. Very nice. Okay. Under control, and that'll be 200 meters before you know it. We're good. Nice job today. So you realize that you have, we talked about 3 major components of your swing.
Yes.
Head position, arm extension, and weight shifting. That's all. 3, no more than that.
Very simple.
We left your grip alone, we didn't change your setup, so you did very well.
In 10 years, I know how to play golf.
You know now, in 10 years you'll be very good. See, the nice part about this is your best shots were very good today. Okay, you had to bring it down a little speed to do it, but you got nice and repetitive on your best shots. So we don't judge you by your best possible shot. You've already got that. We judge you by how often you can make that. Is it 1 out of 10, 9 out of 10, being repetitive, right?
Yes.
See, golf,
That's what I work on
Oh yeah.
to be stable.
One of the great American golfers, Ben Hogan. Are you familiar with the name?
No.
He's from the 1950s. He was probably the most famous golfer of all time, anywhere in the world, right? He wrote a book. He wrote a book in 1948, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And so his book is still considered the best, called 5 Lessons of Golf. It's still considered the best. He wrote in his book that you have to be 3 things. In the reverse order of what I'm going to say. You have to be powerful, correct, and repeating.
Right.
He said no matter how bad you are or how weak you are, if you can repeat your swing, you can enjoy golf and play.
Right.
And so you have to be repetitive, and that's why that follow through is so important. Right?
Right.
Correct for you is really about the arm extension. The power, as you've already finding out, comes from the legs. When I took a shot with no hands at all, you saw how far I could hit it just with a leg drive. And that's where that'll come over time. So you'll get faster when you trust your balance and you're getting results. You can add a little speed and see what happens. You have to earn that before you do it. So how to practice is sometimes just important as to what you're working on. Yep. And also too, don't feel like you need to read too much and watch too many videos and all of that. I thought this was complete. You don't have to change your setup. I don't have 10 other things that we didn't work on. We gave you 3 major components. If you get those 3, then you're going to be a really good golfer. And it'll work with all of the clubs. It's the same material that you already know that the setup changes. You know how to stand and all that. But it's really the same thing with all the clubs, and that's important. So you want to have what we call tunnel vision. You don't want to be too distracted by, I'm going to try this, and I'm going to,
Not too much information.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like skip the
Less
rock.
is more.
Skip the rock's a great idea because you hold the angle. It's a powerful move. But what about somebody whose left side is collapsing? Right? You skip the rock with the left, so we have to change the focus on where you need it.
Yeah.
So you'll forever be working on the left hand and de-emphasizing the right. So if you read something that talks about the right hand, just,
I'm very sorry that I just started about 2 years ago. I'm 68 years old.
Game of a lifetime.
We have the time.
Well, listen, you live in one of the healthiest countries in the world. You've got a great diet,
Right.
self-sustaining food. You're going to
Very
live
good.
along. You got all the different elevation. If you want to go for a hike, you can
Right.
travel a bit and do that. You get all the things you need.
I walk 120 kilometers a month.
See? Exactly. Drink some red wine.
No.
It's all about no wine. That's healthy. That's me.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Here you go. So keeping the head steady on the backswing, this is excellent. Work on your left arm extension. Here comes the weight shift. There's the bump. You got to keep the arm extended. Make sure you have a balanced, full wraparound finish like you have here, picking a spot on the left side of the range to look at.